In a small, quiet town, surrounded by gentle hills and winding streets, lived a young man named Aditya. He wasn't a bad student, just average. But there was one habit that silently stole every chance he ever had. Whenever his parents asked him to study, he would smile lazily and say, "There's plenty of time, I'll start tomorrow." And so, one tomorrow turned into 2, then 10, then hundreds. 3 years slipped away like sand through his fingers, and with them, his opportunities. When the results came, Aditya had failed, badly. His parents sat him down, their eyes full of quiet pain. "Son," they said, "learn to value time. Time lost never returns." But Aditya, he nodded and smiled and did nothing. Hoping for a fresh start, Aditya moved to the bustling city, thinking a new environment might change him. But old habits, they followed him like shadows. Days blurred into nights as he scrolled endlessly through reels, laughed with friends, and let hours slip away unnoticed. Study plans became forgotten promises. Dreams became mere whispers, drowned out by distractions. Even when he tried to focus, his mind wandered. Tomorrow always seemed safer than today. And yet, deep down, a quiet unease began to grow, the fear of being left behind. But Aditya ignored it. After all, there was always tomorrow. One day, in the midst of his frustration and growing despair, Aditya heard whispers about a wise old man people called Gan Baba. They said he lived beneath a massive banyan tree, spoke little, yet saw the depths of life clearly. Driven by desperation, Aditya sought him out. When he arrived, the old man sat cross-legged under the sprawling tree, eyes closed, lost in deep meditation. The air was calm, almost sacred. Aditya folded his hands and waited, his heart pounding. After a few moments, Gan Baba opened his eyes slowly, their gaze serene yet piercing. "Baba," Aditya began, voice trembling, "I'm always left behind. My friends move ahead. I keep failing. I feel like I've already lost. Please, help me." Gan Baba looked at him and smiled kindly. "Your problem," he said softly, "is not intelligence, Aditya. Your problem is that you do not understand the value of time." And with that, he began to tell a story. Gan Baba's voice was calm, yet every word carried weight. "Long ago," he began, "there lived a just and generous king. One day, while walking through the forest, he met a poor man, tired, his clothes torn, eyes heavy with hopelessness. The king asked, 'Why don't you try to change your life?' The man shook his head. 'I've tried. Nothing ever works. Maybe I'm just unlucky.' The king smiled gently. 'Today is your lucky day. Come to my palace before sunset. Whatever gold you can carry with your own hands, it will be yours.' Excited, the man ran home to tell his wife. She urged, 'Hurry, don't waste time.' But the man said, 'Let me eat first. I'm hungry.' Slowly, he ate, then felt sleepy. Just a short rest, he thought, and fell into deep sleep. 2 hours passed. He awoke, panicked, and ran toward the palace. The scorching sun burned down on him. Exhausted, he stopped under a tree and fell asleep again. When he awoke, the sun was setting. He ran with all his might, but it was too late. The palace gates were closed. His chance gone. Gan Baba paused, letting the story settle. Not bad luck, Aditya, but habits. That is what stole his chance, and what steals yours. Aditya listened, his heart pounding, every word of Gan Baba cutting through years of ignorance and excuses. "Son," Gan Baba said gently, looking deep into his eyes, This story is your life. You are not lacking talent. You are lacking urgency. If you don't value time, regret is all you'll ever have. The words struck Aditya like a thunderbolt. He fell silent, unable to speak. Tears welled in his eyes, hot and unstoppable. He bent down and touched Gan Baba's feet, a silent promise forming in his heart. Something had shifted, something deep and irreversible. For the first time, he truly understood, time waits for no one, and neither should he. A quiet resolve filled him. No more excuses, no more tomorrow. Today would be different. From that day on, Aditya's life changed. He returned home with a new promise to himself: no more wasting time. He deleted all his social media apps. He stopped wandering aimlessly. He built a strict daily schedule, waking at 5 a.m., studying for hours, revising at night. Books became his closest companions, and each passing day shaped him into a better version of himself. Months later, the boy who once always came last now stood at the top. His friends were astonished, his parents proud, and Aditya finally fulfilled. Gan Baba's words echoed in his mind: time lost never returns. And so, Aditya learned the hardest but most valuable lesson of life: every second counts. If this story touched your heart, like this video and share it with someone who needs a wake-up call. And if you want more real, powerful, life-changing stories, subscribe and hit the bell icon, because the next story might just change your life. Time waits for no one. Don't wait either.